If you want to say something like, I haven't done it in 2 years, we say this in a slightly different way in Greek. In Greek, we say, I have 2 years, na, I do it. So the main thing to notice here is that there's no negative, no? Like in English, I haven't done it in 2 years, as opposed to Greek, I have 2 years, na, I do it. What was the word for day?
Mera.
Mera, good. Like in Kalimera, good day. Or like in English, ephemeral. Ephemeral. This means, something that's just passing. No, that doesn't last very long. And then you have mera inside. And the day?
Imera.
Imera, good. It's feminine. And the days?
Imeres.
Imeres, good. And this I is spelled like with O-I, like with the Omicron, iota. And that O-I just gives us the sound I. Imeres. I cook is mairevo, mairevo.
Mairevo.
The letter there that makes Y is the same as the R that we saw in ero, the word for I, that we saw in riora, quickly. But when we have an I or an E sound following that R, it gets softened to a Y sound, like in mairevo. But that's written with rama, the same as ero, which in the printed Greek actually looks like a Y. Handwritten, you kind of make a loop. But in the typed Greek, it often just looks like a Y, like a kind of capital Y, but going below the line a bit, this rama. So mairevo is I cook. What do you think the closed version might be?
Mairepso.
Mairepso. It is like δουλεύω, I work, δουλέψω, like ταξιδεύω, I travel, ταξιδέψω, mairevo, mairepso. So I haven't cooked for days. You will say I have days. Na, I cook. So the first bit is I have days.
Έχω μέρες.
Έχω μέρες. Na, I cook. So we have na, then we have I cook. So we have to make a decision about I cook.
Έχω μέρες να μαγειρεύω.
Why mairevo?
Because it's a long time.
But you must think about, rather than the meaning of the whole phrase, that specific bit, what it refers to. And that specific bit refers to just the act of cooking.
Since I cooked, not since I have been cooking. Okay, so έχω μέρες να μαγειρέψω.
Very good. Έχω μέρες να μαγειρέψω. So έχω μέρες is referring to something ongoing, but να μαγειρέψω isn't. Just referring to you cooking like a closed event. Έχω μέρες να μαγειρέψω. I haven't cooked for days. I haven't cooked for him for days. I have days να I cook for him.
Έχω μέρες να τον μαγειρέψω. Να του μαγειρέψω.
What would it mean if you said έχω μέρες να τον μαγειρέψω?
It's since I cooked him.
Since I cooked him, since I put him in the oven. Well, as we would probably understand, a masculine it.
Yeah.
No? Of course, it would make more sense. Our mind would go there first. So tu, because it's cooked for him, to him, no? Έχω μέρες να του μαγειρέψω. I haven't cooked for them for days.
Έχω μέρες να τους μαγειρέψω.
Έχω μέρες να τους μαγειρέψω. Very good. I haven't seen them for days.
Έχω μέρες να τους δω.
Very good. Έχω μέρες να τους δω. So this refers to a masculine or a mixed group. How about I haven't seen them for days and we mean women?
Έχω μέρες να τους δω. Να τις δω.
Να τις δω.
Because it's not two or four.
Very good. So for them, generally we have a difference. We have tis for feminine and tus for masculine or mixed. But when it's to them, for them, we have tus for everybody. So έχω μέρες να τις δω. So that's I haven't seen them for days, but just I haven't seen them.
Then τους έχω δει.
Very good. Then tus or tis, if we mean females, έχω δει. So very different, the structure between έχω μέρες να τους δω, then τους έχω δει. Very big difference between I haven't seen them for days and just I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them here for days.
Έχω μέρες να τους δω εδώ.
Very good. Έχω μέρες να τους δω εδώ. The word for 7 is efta.
Efta.
And the word for week is evdomada. So in efta, we have an F sound, but in evdomada, we have ev, like a V, evdomada, a week. But it's related, no? We have 7, efta, and evdomada, 7 days a week. What's the gender of evdomada?
I. It's feminine.
Very good. I evdomada. So the weeks would be?
I εβδομάδες.
I evdomades. Very good. Movie was tenia.
Ταινία.
A movie?
Μια ταινία.
Good. It's feminine. Mia tenia. I haven't seen a movie for weeks. I have weeks. Now I see a movie.
Έχω εβδομάδες να δω μια ταινία.
Έχω εβδομάδες να δω μια ταινία, or more commonly, we would probably leave out the mia. Έχω εβδομάδες να δω ταινία. A year is enas chronos.
Ένας χρόνος.
Well, chronos actually can mean time generally, which is where we get chronological from, no? But with enas chronos, we get a year. Mia chronia, which also exists, also means a year, mia chronia. And it's used more like in expressions like in kali chronia, good year or happy new year, or scholiki chronia, a school year, or a good year for wine, or something like that, you would use chronia. Otherwise, you have enas chronos for a year.
Ένας χρόνος.
Enas chronos, good. As if it wasn't strange enough to have 2 ways of saying year, enas chronos and mia chronia, both masculine and feminine, no? The plural of enas chronos is ta chronia.
Τα χρόνια.
Ta chronia. So it's like chronia, but the accent's at the beginning, chronia, and it becomes an upper suddenly, ta chronia.
Τα χρόνια.
And there's even more ways of talking about a year in Greek. You could have to etos, the plural of which is ta eti, and this is used less, but in some quite common expressions like ena akademaiko etos, one academic year. And it's interesting that Greek does this because Greek is a language really concerned about time. As I mentioned, different languages care about different things. They mark different things in their grammar. And we see how Greek cares very much about time. No, we have an open and a closed version for the verbs, and we have to think about when to use that. And this is a recurring feature of the language and the culture as well. If you look at ancient Greek philosophers, going on a lot about time and different ways of seeing time. So this odd situation, I think, reflects very well the way the culture views elements of time and the language. So we have enas chronos, a year, and chronia for years. So if you were to say, I haven't seen a movie for years, I have years, now I see a movie.
Έχω χρόνια να δω ταινία.
Very good. Έχω χρόνια να δω ταινία. I δουλειά was the work or a job, the job, I δουλειά. And I work, how do we get the verb from δουλειά? Do you remember?
Δουλεύω.
Δουλεύω, good, δουλεύω. I haven't worked for 7 years. What was 7?
7.
7. So I have 7 years, now I work.
Έχω 7 χρόνια να δουλεύω. Να δουλέψω.
Very good. Έχω 7 χρόνια να δουλέψω. 8 or 8. You can hear either 8, like with the h or with the k.
8.
Means 8.
8.
And this is like October, which of course is the 10th month, but our calendar used to have 10 months, and October was the 8th. 8, number 8. So you could say they haven't worked in 8 years.
Έχουν 8 χρόνια να δουλέψουν.
Very good. Έχουνε 8 χρόνια να δουλέψουν. Very good.